EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Shrugs him off. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Green with a catch left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Wesley Woodyard with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. First down, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. Still fighting for more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those laterals.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side, complete to Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll set up a throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin with Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Mariota gives to Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now the Titans getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Here's Mariota. He's got Smith here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again to Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daquan Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That'll make it 1st and 15. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Here's Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first down carry for Henry. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He dumps it off for Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a short return to the 6-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Allen. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, he just was unsuccessful.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now it's Henry. Muscles him on. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown Titans. Rashard Matthews. 72 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it flip, and that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Daquan Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So they